What's up, y'all? Let's hope I can get this Rebel review out the way before the next episode comes on tonight. I told y'all last episode that Rebel was starting to get on my nerves, the show itself. I don't like the storylines anymore. I still love the acting. Well, I still love seeing God doggone Method Man when he come on with his sexy aggressiveness, but fuck, the storylines are really disturbing me. So I didn't have, last week I was only giving like Underground my full attention, so I didn't even bother to watch anything else until later in the week. And I was just gonna run these recaps together, but I decided, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and give you Rebel right now. So let's get it started. I done talked enough. Rebel on BET, episode 7. So it starts off with Rebels following Texas. Hopefully I remember, because I watched this shit last week. Rebel is following Texas, and Chyna is fucking being Inspector Gadget and shit. She putting doggone trackers on somebody's vehicle, and then later on we learn that it's Jimmy, Mack's brother, the one that's really racist towards and misogynist towards Rebel. So she's following Jimmy because she thinks Jimmy had something to do with the whole shooting of her brother thing. Now remember, the case has been dropped because Rebel decided to drop the case so her daddy can get out of jail, so her daddy wouldn't have to go to jail. So they following him, and I said, I hope I can remember what the fuck is going on. They learn that, I'm gonna mix all this shit up, I'm gonna let you know that right now. They learn that Jimmy is quote unquote cheating. But basically he's hanging out with a stripper named Dynamite. The girl don't even fit the damn name, but okay. They go, Rebel decides that she's gonna like go figure out who Dynamite is, and she goes, poses, I can't even say she posed as a stripper. She goes in, starts popping gum and being real airheaded, like all strippers are stupid. I know a lot of goddamn strippers who ain't stupid. Actually, I don't even know a lot of goddamn strippers, but the strippers I know, they ain't fucking stupid. So the fact that this was what made it believable to this guy, that she was coming there for a job, she was acting super ghetto and super stupid, I didn't get it, but okay. So he allows her to go on up in the club and go to the back room as if she was supposed to be working at night. A lot of these strip clubs, anybody can come, you can come work for a day if you fucking want to. A lot of these strip clubs around St. Louis area. So yeah, it could be a new girl popping up. They got amateur night, all kind of shit, whatever. So she goes back and she's talking to the girl that's back there, and the girl is like, okay, what the fuck, you here? Now you fucking with my money type of situation. And she get called to the stage. Welcome to the stage, Dynamite. You know, so Dynamite get called to the stage. So while she get called to the stage, Rebel decides to go through her duffel bag. In her duffel bag, she finds a little packet of drugs. And just from watching TV, I've learned that a lot of dope dealers package their shit a certain way so their drug can be identifiable to them, which I find is so stupid of drug dealers as far as the law is concerned, because then your package gets recognized and police know who the fuck to come find. But okay, so now Rebel has instantly tied in that this chick must have something to do with Malik's death. Okay, why does everything have something to do with Malik's death? I don't get that shit. If I'm a dope dealer and I sell dope to ABC, and then I also sell dope to XYZ, that does not mean that all the alphabet that come in between is connected. That only thing they're connected to is me as their dope dealer. It doesn't mean that I killed your brother. You know what I'm saying? It's not making sense to me. But okay, so she figures that there's a connection. I'm gonna step off this for a minute and go on to her and TJ. TJ is sitting at her crib, sitting outside the door. He got questions. He got questions about what's going on with her and Mack, and why her and Mack is spend so much time together. And she like, oh, we just worked together. We had to work on such and such before, and that was it, right? Why she's lying to TJ, I don't know. She's not telling him the whole truth. She still haven't told him everything about the Texas and the back off situation. Actually, I do kind of know, because she said TJ's a hothead, and TJ probably would have went out there and popped some people off. So she wasn't gonna tell him that shit. Okay, that's fine. Okay. But in the process, somehow, like I said, I don't even remember what the fuck happened. She, I don't even remember what the fuck happened. She lets him in. They do the little nasty. And like I said, Method Man is sexy as a motherfucker. Okay, TJ, go ahead, boy. He didn't have no back action though. He didn't have that back roll, but he's still sexy as a motherfucker. I guess he couldn't get a real full back roll because this is just TV. But anywho, and they basically express their love for one another, what have you, right? So while he's at her crib, he goes off into another room. She sits up in the bed, and while he's there, he looks on the table and he sees a folder. Goes through the folder and realizes that she is still working with Mack on some other shit. So he's like, something else has got to be going on. TJ questions Chyna. He's like, hey, what the fuck is going on with her and Mack? Are they fucking? Chyna's like, look, you told me stay in my fucking lane. Why don't you stay in your own goddamn lane with your girl and fix some shit out yourself with your girl? But she ended up telling him no, her and Mack are not messing around. They just working on the case together, which is a case that Rebel didn't tell TJ about. So TJ feeling some kind of way. Somehow, like when he was on the rooftop, I guess Mack kissed on the forehead or what have you, or whatever. I don't know. TJ, he leaves, and Chyna calls Rebel to let her know, hey, something is up with TJ. He dipping into you and Mack's situation a little bit too much. You know, get your boy. Set him straight. Tell him the truth so he can stop fucking questioning me about it. So Rebel decides to go over to TJ's headquarters, the little vet center he got up, and, you know, wants to surprise him. And he's not there. But the little dude that was there was like, you know, giving her some information about how things are going around her. And he said, yeah, once we got that loan approved, you know, everything was a good hunky-dory. Now, Rebel's like, what the fuck, what loan? Because just a couple weeks ago, his goddamn credit cards was getting declined. So she know that he had financial troubles, and apparently he's had financial troubles in the past. So now, I guess this has become her PI case, is to investigate TJ, and to figure out what the fuck is going on, where he get this loan from, how he get a loan. So Chyna does her little thing and figure out what the bank the loan went through, and I don't know, probably about midnight, the goddamn loan officer called Rebel. What fucking loan officer you gonna call you at the bank at hours? You ain't got that type of pull. Come on, yo. And just to tell her, oh, the loan was approved and whose signature was on the loan. First of all, I ain't gonna tell you that shit over the phone. They gonna want your monkey ass to come inside the bank with your ID. Why am I giving you information about this loan? But okay, they called her at midnight because that's what time it looked like to me. And she was going to the strip club. The strippers don't go in, they got doggone early. But to tell her, well, Rebecca Knight name was on this thing, so now she know that TJ forged her signature, right? So earlier, Rebel had went to Chuck and told Chuck, hey, Jimmy got some shit to do with this whole Texas situation. I got a picture of Von Bryant, and no, she told him he had some corruption in the department, and showed him the picture of Von Bryant and Texas together. Okay, why the fuck would the captain, Chuck, know what lieutenant know what the hell Texas looked like for that to even be a suspicious picture for him? But she gives him her backstory of why she think that, you know, need to keep an eye on him. She ain't trying to get him to open up no investigation. She just want him to know, hey, watch your boy, type of shit. While she's there, she bumps into Mack's partner, literally and figuratively, and they get to exchange pleasantries, and her and Mack is talking about, yeah, I think your brother got something to do with this type of shit too. You know, because these are some people that have been arrested. And again, he's in narcotics. I don't understand why Vaughn was all these narcotics cases, and but he wasn't working directly with Jimmy. I don't know, but still. So why is this bitch going so slow? She's fucking scared to drive by this goddamn truck. Drive, bitch. Fucking holding up traffic. Half a hoe. Okay, so Mack is like, no, my brother ain't got nothing to do with you. Don't trust in my brother, whatever. So, but while they're discussing this, Mack's partner, I didn't even get her name. She really fucking irrelevant to the show, for real. Because the show damn near almost over. And, but she overhears the conversation. So, she like, okay, what's going on? Pretty much. And she kind of talks to Mack about it a little bit, but you know, really don't get the full deets. Why the fuck are all these people driving this damn slow? I just don't understand what the fuck is going on the goddamn highway today. Damn, bitch. Oh, that is. Fuck on. Okay, so in the meantime, Lieutenant Inner doing his Odyssey thing, talking about loyalty within the department, this, that, and other. And Vaughn is bringing in some other character and roughing his ass up. So now the lieutenant looking at him sideways, like maybe I should be looking at Vaughn. And I guess he decides to, he's gonna do something about it, because he pulls out the little media card, and it shows that this motherfucker really did know that Vaughn and Somerville intentionally killed Malik. He decided to keep that because he wanted to keep the department under wraps. He wouldn't. Yeah. So now he looking for a friend, and he goes and pulls in Matt's partner and talks to her about her coming up against her own department and why she was transferred. Apparently, during her training days or what have you, she snitched on something in the whole department and some wrongdoing against her. Vaughn's uncle was somebody that was in that department, and it got Mack Vaughn delayed to become an officer for a whole year. Something that happened over 20 fucking years ago, and apparently Vaughn's still holding a beef about that shit. It's stupid. It's stupid. So anywho, like I said, I'm mixing all these storylines up, so just roll the fuck with me. You ain't missing shit. So, okay. Where was I at? Alright, so somewhere along the line, like I say, old girl and Vaughn got a beef together. Vaughn arrests his old girl's grandson on a 148. I don't know what the fuck that is. It's supposed to be some petty ass little charge or what have you. And she already know that this is set up and it got something to do with his uncle from 20 fucking years ago. It's stupid. So now she got beef with Vaughn, and Mack got beef with Vaughn, and so now they all coming together with they beef with Vaughn, and Mack wanna address how the fuck he know Texas, and he gonna tell him, you know, he's a CI. Well, he could be a CI, but we know that he ain't. Shout out to Mr. Hernandez. He hit me up on Twitter. Texas, the guy who played Texas. Okay, cool. So, the show is just not doing nothing for me. So, TJ is in his fucking feelings, like I said. He in his feelings. I don't know where this point happened at. Somewhere along the way. Oh, I know that's what happened. Okay, let me go and back it up then. So, we go, a rebel, like I said, is now following homegirl, Dynamite, out of the strip club. And she meets up with Jimmy. Why Jimmy have her in a car, I don't know. But meets up with Jimmy. And Jimmy was kind of, get in the car. So she's like, I ain't got time for this shit right now. She jumped in the car. They driving down the highway. Rebel is following them. All of a sudden, I think the car has a blowout. Something happens that they end up swerving off the fucking highway and crash. When they Rebel to the rescue, she goes down. The girl's like, where the fuck did you come from? And she ends up saving them. And Jimmy tells Rebel that he's been following this drug charge, and this chick is basically an informant for him, and he's trying to find out who the dealer is, or he's trying to catch the dealer. Come to find out it's Texas, and she tells him that Texas has something to do with my brother's death because my brother was at his party when all this shit happened, and then Vaughn just happened to kill him that same night. So now she's liking Jimmy again, because Jimmy has nothing to do with the case. So all those racist rants and all that other bullshit and misogynist comments that Jimmy had towards her, that's all fucking forgiven. He cool again. Okay, so Chyna calls her and lets her know that, yeah, TJ been no, not Chyna, call her. So she basically gets talking to TJ, and they get into an argument about Mack and all the stuff that she been keeping from him. And she goes in like, motherfucker, you done stole my identity. You forged my name on some signature. He said, yeah, I did. I forged your name. I stole your identity. I got the loan, and I've already paid that money back. So that's done with. Okay, it's paid back. She's like, you know, you fucking with my money. True, he did. She's pissed off at him. She had every fucking right to be pissed off at him. And he being insecure right now, you know. But their whole little argument, his was just about a jealousy thing about Mack. And she was like, well, I can't believe that you don't trust me with Mack, and you think I'm gonna forget about Tasha, old girl. Him and Tasha got together after y'all was broken up. But still she started bringing up old shit about the relationship. I still have no understanding of why they aren't together. I don't have that understanding at all. So it beats the hell out of me. I need to go to work. I need to clock in. I'll come back out and talk to y'all and finish this. Oh, damn, I'll finish it right now. I'm finna finish it right now. Pause. Okay, so while Rebel was following Jimmy and them, like I said, they had the accident and vindicated that what's his face ain't got shit to do with it. So she goes back to Mack, and after she has that argument with TJ about the money and the ID and all that shit, they decide that it's really over. Fuck that, they ain't gonna make no more attempts on the relationship. They done with it. She mad at him for stealing her identity. He mad at her for lying to her or omitting information and secretly hanging out with Mack again, which I don't understand why she doing that. So she decides to call up Mack, and they go have drinks together. And they're drunk and flirtatious. And they're about to go out to catch an Uber together, whatever. Or she grabs her own Uber, and he said he's gonna walk. But she's trying to make sure he ain't finna drive for real. So she kisses him to take his keys. But she kisses him not only to take his keys, because she wanted to kiss him. All of a sudden, when she gets to her Uber, man in black comes out, whoops Mack's ass. She stops the Uber, jumps out, pops the gun. It's fucking TJ. TJ beating Mack ass in a jealous rage. And he was like, okay, now, are you gonna shoot me? What? But now we done. Fuck that. So, in the meantime, old lieutenant, since he really didn't get no help from the sister of the Decimal Vice, he decides to call up the lady who was like prosecuting or investigating the department. And now he's trying to get her on his team. He ends up sleeping with the old dirty broad. I thought that was just ew and disgusting. I thought it was ew and disgusting when she was flirting with him in the beginning. But she caught on to him. She's like, look here, if you need friends, I could be a friend. But trust me, I ain't gonna fuck myself over to help you. But what you got, what you need. So I guess he finna go snitch on the department and everything that was corrupt that was going on. So She basically, after TJ and them have a fight and a argument, Rebel goes back to her apartment. She takes Mack back to her apartment to fix him up. They smash. I just didn't get it. Now suddenly you fucking this dude. Why? Why are you fucking him? You said that it was just a hit it and quit it type situation when y'all did get together the first time. You just had an argument with TJ. Probably could have been resolved, but I mean, he whooped Mack's ass good, and y'all said it was over. But you jump into Mack jump into your bed and your coochie cop that damn quick already. Fuck, I said Rebel was a hoe at the beginning. And somebody checked me and said, no, she wasn't a hoe. She was married to TJ, so she wasn't a side piece. But I still said she was a hoe. She's a hoe. In my opinion. Because she did that too rarely than Wheeler. There wasn't no guilt fuck. It wasn't no, I'm having a rough night. I'm drunk fuck. No, she meant that shit. And then the lieutenant came over and was like, hey, I'm going to give you this piece of information Mack hid in the back. She didn't want that type of news to be spread around that they was fucking whatever, but he gave her some information and walked away. And the next thing they show her showing up to the department asking where he was at, and he had cleared out his desk and everything. Evidently he quit. I don't even know if that's how they ended, but I know that's all the storylines. That's everything. That's it. That's Rebel. We'll see what happened tonight. I'm gonna finish watching it to the end of the season. It's only 10 episodes, but I told you the show was getting on my nerves last week. It's getting on my nerves this week. It's not doing it for me anymore. I like her as a character. I like to see the acting, but I'm not liking the story any longer. Yeah. All right, y'all. That's Rebel. Peace.